Well, hello. Welcome to the next video in our series of leading teams and organizations in a rapidly changing business environment. The quick topic for today to leave you with is simply this. When you're talking about sales in a rapidly changing environment, the way you approach sales is going to have to be a little bit different. One of my Resource Associates affiliates had a very good point. He talked about in the future of business, and he's exactly right, that a salesperson cannot focus on making the sale like they have in the past. They have to focus on building the sale. And sometimes that can be slightly more time consuming. I'll give you an example. Had a gentleman who I knew he would talk me up, and he asked if I would come into their meeting in Fort Worth. They did voice over the internet with protocol. And in the meeting, his CEO, president, was down from Amarillo, and in the meeting I had him talk to one of the people in the meeting as if he was a prospect and show me how they do that. And it was very old school, very what I expected, trying to focus on the benefits of their system. And what I did is I said, okay, so that's interesting. And the guy said, so that's what we do. He said, so what do you think? And I said, well, it's interesting. I said, quite frankly, I would approach it very different in general. And he said, what's that? And I said, I just simply asked two questions. He said, what questions? And I said, the first question is, and I looked at the same person he was talking to, and I said, how is your current system holding you back from what you're trying to accomplish? And he and his president both looked at each other like this in astonishment. And I said, what do you think they would say in answering that question? And he said, well, they would probably say, I don't know. I said, that is exactly what they say, because they probably don't know yet. And I said, and that would lead me to my second question. He said, what's that? I said, my second question, and I looked at the guy that was the acting prospect, and I said, the second question is this: would you like to just casually meet for a cup of coffee and explore that? And they were blown away by that. What was interesting is the next day, I got an email from him that said, what were those two questions again? But that's a good picture for what we mean when we're talking about building the sale versus making it. It's not just about coming in and me convincing you to buy something that you don't even know if you need. It's finding out where you feel the pain. It's finding out what we can do to assuage that, to make a difference in it. And so this aspect of building the sale is much more critical in this rapidly changing environment. The old school way of just sort of making the sale and convincing you to buy is not going to get it there going forward. So I leave that with you this week, let you consider that. Thank you. All of us have more potential than we're currently using. Our vision at Coaching for Relevance is to bring freedom to potential in all those across my path. So I want to just challenge you to go check out our organizational maneuverability course and see how that can provide you insights that maybe that you're not seeing right now. And I also want to invite you to give us a call if you'd like to have a conversation about some items. So we want to just leave that with you, and thank you for your time.